How's it going? Let me move this over here so you can see me a little bit better. Alrighty. Just to let you know, my health is not that great right now. My biggest problem, I've got a little ginger ale, but I can only drink a little bit of it at a time. My problem is that on Sunday, I came down with a really bad feeling in my stomach. Now, I've had an endoscopy. God, I got a headache, too. I had an endoscopy done and a colonoscopy done. Diverticulitis, I know I've got that. I've had it before. And it could be this. I don't know. So what happened was, on Sunday, I was laying down on the couch. I tried laying on the bed, but somehow the couch just works better for me. And when I'm laying there, stuff gets in my throat, and I start choking a little bit. I'm like, gagging. And I cough, and stuff comes up into the toilet. I'm not really throwing up. That's what nurses are like. You threw up? How many times have you vomited? And I'm like, no, I have not. Now, on the 28th, I went over to Oak Street Health, which I just don't know. The problem with Oak Street is they got girls over there with graduate degrees that are nurses, nurse practitioners. What bothers me is when you're sitting in an appointment and you have the person come in before she comes in. They ask you everything. They do all the vitals and everything. It's sitting right there in front of her eyes. She sits down and she goes, now tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Give me a break. I just did. So the problem is that I'm very foggy-headed. I'm extremely weak and tired. Extremely weak and tired. So I told her all this. Her thing is when I told her that I forgot, this is what I wore over there. I never go out with these. These I wear in my apartment. I forgot to put my shoes on. Gosh knows. I forgot to put my shoes on. So I told her that I did. I was fixing something on the stove, and I got scatterbrained, and it burned. She goes, if I put that in here, they're going to come to your apartment. They're going to require you to turn over your license. I said, so what? You don't drive? No, they can have my license. I'll get a state ID. What's the big deal? So she's wanting me to do a brain scan because she's thinking I'm having a stroke. It's a possible stroke. Another nurse that I talked to today has told me that I've had cancer in the past, prostate cancer, that it could be some cancer in other part of my body. Wonderful! That's good news. As I've told everybody, death does not scare me in the least bit. It really doesn't. Because people go, you're not afraid to die? I said, were you afraid to be born? I'm a firm believer in the cycle of life. When I die, a baby will be born. When I die, a baby will be born. Okay? Heaven and hell is nothing more than man-made, hoping for the best. And I just don't buy into that. I really don't. I've always said when you die, that's it. You die, period. Everybody wants to have an afterlife and moving on, and who cares? Now, I have webcam models right now that are very concerned with me, extremely concerned. Even Mistress Tina has basically tried, she's mad at me. She said, why haven't you been to a doctor? I have been to a doctor. Okay, I'm going now, but let me tell you this one. I can only eat small amounts of food and I'm full. I just, luckily I got some Campbell's soup delivered today through United Healthcare, and I told you that they give you $300 a month. I really don't have the strength to actually get a ride to Walmart and walk in there and buy the stuff that I need to buy. That's my goal. That's going to be coming soon. That's my goal. Now, I'll probably be laying down. I did this yesterday. I laid down about 6:30, slept till about 9, got up for a little while, and then went back down again. I'm starting to feel very weak again. I put a bowl of, what I've had to eat today is a bowl of cereal, a half of English muffin with butter. I tried to eat the other and I couldn't do it. I just threw it in the trash. Because really, after it gets cold and soggy, it's not good. My soup, I only got halfway through it. My stomach's just... So, I am an intelligent man. I have graduated from college. I recognize that I may be going back into warning signs of either ulcerative colitis or diverticulitis flaring up. So I called to get my appointment with my gastrologist, PA, as physician assistant, because I figured he's really busy. The girl I talked to through Atrium Health, sweetheart, she's very nice. And like I said, when I'm talking on the phone, I sound like a very gentleman, nice man. And she got me an appointment tomorrow to see him or to see a doctor. I don't know if it's him, a doctor, a gastrologist. I'm going to tell him, I'm going to say, this has got to have something to do with my colon. It's got to have something to do with my colon. Okay? Now, they're wanting, she's... Girl over at Oak Health called me. They do not want me to come over there tomorrow, which they've already seen me. There's not much they can do. A doctor has ordered for me to go to an urgent care. I'll go to an urgent care when I'm running a fever, I'm throwing up a lot, and I need to call an ambulance, and I'll go to an urgent care or the ER. So I'm really, hopefully tomorrow something can be done about this. I really hope so. I was able to delete some programs out of my computer, so I do have a little bit of space left on my hard drive. I've checked into formatting C drive, and it's not recommended to do at all. Because they said if you do that, you got to set everything back up again. And they're right. I've had to do that before. So I still want to figure out, nobody can tell me this. If I go onto YouTube and I type in, I want to go back to Windows 10 from Windows 11, they say, oh, Windows 11's awful. It is. Well, I have had nothing but major problems out of Windows 11. Major problems. I can't go back to Windows 10. I have no idea. I put in Windows 10 in my computer a while back. I don't have the security key. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be ending this. I will say something that I find fascinating about Alcoholics Anonymous. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube about being a cult. I've always said that really Christianity, churches, is a cult also. Okay? Now, Christians may be going, oh, no way, you're calling us a cult? No more than AA is a cult. People don't like Alcoholics Anonymous because they basically get into one area that I'm going to be talking about, and that's a fearless moral inventory. People don't like it. They don't like to look inside themselves. They hate it, despise it. And generally, most of them get through the first 3 steps and stop there. They never go through the rest of the steps. So they don't know what personal growth is. They don't know how to be able to grow into a better person. You know? People in AA are what I love about them is they're the less selfish people you'll ever meet. And they'll do anything for you. There was a guy that came into the program that was homeless. And he was actually sleeping in a tent place here in Charlotte where they had tents. And they would set it up. He was going to soup kitchens. He was going to trying to get food. A guy in AA let him stay at his house and got him into a place here in Charlotte where he had a nice room, 3 meals, social workers to help him get back on his feet again. That's what AA people do. And they do that unselfishly. So people may call it a cult. I call it a blessing. Peace out, guys. I love you, and I'll keep you posted on my health.